Hey, good morning, party people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's happening? It's fine Thursday. All right. Choosing gratitude. I just finished a blog post and you can read it over at my website, aaronhendon.com. If you wanted, it's part of a series of thoughts I've been having regarding how one lives a grateful life in this fucked up world. And um, one of the big elements is choice, is choosing gratitude. It's easy to feel grateful when you do. When you get off your plane for your honeymoon, it's easy to be grateful. It's what do you do when life hands you the mundane or the difficult or the horrific? How does one choose a grateful orientation to life when life is not cooperating? When it doesn't look like there's anything to be grateful for. And you really don't have a shot unless you master choosing gratitude, choosing a grateful orientation, which is distinct from what I'd call, the Mel Robbins gave me this term, toxic gratitude, which is analogous to toxic positivity, pretending everything's fine. It's all good. Everything's fine. It's all good. It doesn't mean that. It means acknowledging. Choosing a grateful orientation starts with acknowledging what's not working, what you're not grateful for, being present, but with a mindful approach, a non judgmental, observational, curiosity kind of approach. Like, oh, that is how that is. And you actually experience the feelings, the upset, the disappointment, the frustration, the fear, whatever is there, and you sit with it. Don't try and change it. So we're going to practice that. Now you can start with, if this is your first foray into this, start with something you're not grateful for that's easy, simple, not traumatic in any way. Start small, baby steps. And then as you practice choosing, you can begin to become grateful for all of it. And it's a practice, something you develop over time. And that's sort of what we do every day, right? We practice sitting. So practice at the level at which it makes sense for you to practice, that you decide, yeah, I can take this issue on today. And let's take a look and see what happens. And your experience is the perfect experience to be having. There's no other experience you're supposed to have than the one you have. You can't do it wrong. Okay. Okay. So we can start with settling into the body, meaning you can close your eyes if that feels safe where you are, or just lower your gaze if that's better for you. And you can take a deep breath. Feel it in your belly and hold it. And then slowly let it go. As you let it go, you can sink a little further into your seat, feeling the connection you have with your chair or your seat or wherever you happen to be. Maybe feeling your feet on the ground. With each exhale, just notice a little more energy, excess energy leaving your body. Shoulders sink a little more, belly relaxes a little more with each breath. Noticing in the body if there's any part of the body that's calling for your attention when you ask. Is there any place where it wants you to be? You can bring your non judgmental awareness to that body part and just sit and breathe. Maybe smile inside, smile to yourself with that part, not trying to change it and fix it, do anything with it, just noticing it, sitting with it, listening. with a smile in the eyes, softness in the eyes. You can start to notice the quality of the air as you breathe it in, maybe the temperature as it comes in. Maybe any smells, any sounds, how your clothes feel against your skin. You're just noticing the body sensations that are there with you as you sit. Now bringing the attention back to the breath, in and out. Just noticing, not trying to change the rhythm of the breath, just noticing it. Observing. Now bringing to mind an area of life you don't have gratitude for. Someplace that's hard, difficult, challenging, upsetting, maybe frustrating. But gratitude is not one of the things that's there. Bringing this to mind, noticing what is there. Is it frustration? Is it upset, disappointment? Start to see what the experience is of this area. And it could be multiple things. You don't need to get wrapped up in the story about the area. Just you're noticing your experience of the situation or the person, or noticing where in the body you feel that, what it feels like. Again, not changing it or resisting it, or like an impartial observer. You're noticing how this area is impacting you. Noticing how that feels. And as you sit with it, and it may be difficult to sit with that emotion, but that's okay. Sometimes it's difficult. Just let the emotion be. You're not trying to change it. As you sit with that area, zoom out just a little, and sometimes around the edges of that area, you might notice a little space where you could ask, is there anything in this that I could be grateful? And if you're up for that, you can ask that question to yourself. Is there anything in this situation? Is there anything with this person I could be grateful for? See if there's enough room for you to hold both the upset and the gratitude. See if you can have both. Mostly we try and get the upset to disappear. Then I'll be grateful. It is possible to have two things at the same time. Over time, you can practice this with the knowledge that whatever we focus on grows. And over time, you can just practice choosing to focus on gratitude. Doesn't mean the other thing's not there. It just means you have a choice. You always have a choice. Be kind to yourself with this. Be gentle. Maybe take 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, after that, you could open your eyes. Excellent. Whenever you're done, you could I'd love to hear any reflections you have, any insights, any openings, anything you wanted to share about that or questions. I'm always available for that. Certainly over at the Mindful CEO Facebook group. You can join me over there. On Sunday, we're having another Zoom practice, so we can I can see you. That's the difference in the Zoom practice is I get to see you and talk to you. And that'll be 8 a.m. on Sunday, and the link will be up in the Mindful CEO Facebook group. So please join me over there. And I don't think I have anything else. The opportunity is take a couple of minutes today and practice choosing gratitude, noticing if you get upset. Is there a chance? Is there anything in that thing, anything in that area, that situation that you could be grateful for? Practice choosing grateful orientation. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste, motherfuckers.